We got the thing for the live. It didn't give me an option not to give you the intro, folks. Welcome.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. We're totally recovered from DragonCon, you guys. Brains are not soup. Nobody is coughing or sniffling.
I was recovered. I was good to go until last night when all of a sudden my face is like, oh, you want to breathe through your nose? No.
We'll have none of
We
that.
don't do that here.
We don't do that here.
All allergies are the worst.
Like, what the heck, you guys? It's BS. I'm telling you. BS.
I would agree. I fully agree. I'm trying to open the video on my phone so I can watch the chat. My phone's absolutely not. So hopefully I can see. Oh, there you are. I can see your chat.
Hi. Hey, Ben.
Hi, Nick.
Hey, Nick. Yeah.
And yes.
My face was like that.
Right.
Trying to be a good girl.
My goodness. Yeah, I've gone beyond so at con I had the sexy raspy voice, you know,
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, right? It's just like I can't do it now because I'm all nasaled and my lungs have left the building.
No, but she was like, hi, I'm Marisa.
My favorite, we're going to talk more about favorite moments for sure. But one of my favorite moments was another girl in a panel. At the end, she was like, girl, I have been stressing about my voice this whole week. It sounds so raspy and it's so deep and I sound terrible. And she's like, but then I was listening to you this whole panel and it was so sexy. And I was like, I sound just like that. I was like, yeah, you do. And she was like, let's just be sexy. And I was like, let's just be sexy.
I left that behind.
I was there to live by. And confirm both of them were sexy.
Right. Hi, Angela and Charlie.
Thanks. Hey, Angela. Hey, Charlie.
Yeah. The coherence is optional, but we are excited to see you.
Hi, Charlie.
I am so excited to see everybody. And I'm so excited to talk about DragonCon.
Yes. We are excited.
This was such a good year, you guys.
Oh my God, it was so much fun.
It was. I have planned 0% for this, y'all. We set this date and this time before DragonCon because we are organized.
We were very smart.
I have no plan. I have no ask questions. Are there things you want to know about DragonCon and our experiences specifically? Because I don't even have the we can do the what was amazing? What do you wish you had more of?
Thanks, Mel.
But thanks, Mel.
Oh, thank you.
Mel was
we were
clutch several times.
Dude. Mel deserves an MVP medal for the number of times she shuttled things from one emergency to another, let people into various places.
Mm-hmm. You were so great.
You're just awesome, Mel. We enjoy being around you and the way that you bring light to every room.
Yes, Mel, you kick butt, and I'm excited for your new dress.
And
we can come back to that.
I'm excited for your new dress too. And Mel is also an entirely kick-ass. I said ass twice.
I think ass is okay.
I hope so. I like ass, right? Who doesn't? Mel is also an entirely kick-ass audiobook narrator, in case anyone was curious.
Indeed. Anna Delphine is kicking the butts.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Angela, you're so adorable. I adore you very much. And heck yes, Mel, we can talk about that dress later. That's up to us.
That is a whole ass story that I would be very happy to tell.
A whole ass story.
A whole ass story.
An ass story, you guys.
Anyway, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Let's go day by day.
Okay. Yes. We went on Wednesday.
So here's the thing about it being Wednesday at the beginning of DragonCon is that when I first started going to DragonCon, back in ye old days of 2001 was the first year I went. I showed up on midday on Friday and things were just getting started at midday on Friday. It was like your normal con, right? Friday afternoon, evening, Saturday, and then Sunday. I don't even think they had any 24-hour events. They had some late events. They had the concerts and stuff, but it actually did shut down back in the day. That was the first year, if I recall correctly, most of the action was centered in the Hyatt. And then the only thing that they had over in the Marriott was the dealer's hall and the art show. And that was it. And then, we've lost Melissa. She'll return. Yeah. And yeah, that was how it started. And then now here we are. And a couple of years ago, we decided, oh, Rich.
Don't finish your thought, and this
Anyway.
needs to be highlighted. Yeah.
So like happening. Well, this was actually many years ago. This was like, I don't know, early 2000s. That we started going on. And when I say we, I mean me and like my group of friends that included Melissa Olthoff before she was a writer. When I was just going as a fan. And I knew Maurice at the time, but we were not going to DragonCon together yet.
That's like 08, I think.
Was in that group. And we started going on Thursday because there was so much going on Friday. We didn't want to miss any of it. So then we were there and we would show up on Thursday and then, the party would start on Friday. And then
2018, according to my Facebook memories.
According to Maurice's Facebook memories, now by this time, Marisa and I were partying together. And Melissa, I had lost touch with her and then regained touch with her through the writing circles. Again, thanks to Casey Moops. And we were like, there is so much going on Thursday. We're going to show up on Wednesday. And instead of leaving on Monday, we're staying till Tuesday. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are keeping track, that is now a Wednesday to Tuesday. That is 7 days if you count travel days. It is a whole week of DragonCon.
When we went in 2018, and this is why it popped up in my Facebook memories, because it was the first time I said, it is Wednesday in all caps, because people were in costume. There were so many people. And this time on Wednesday,
full on party.
Wednesday was already packed. Like the Marriott was like, nope.
The floor was slammed. You could not get an elevator.
So many people were there on Tuesday. Like, I don't think I can afford a full 7 Tuesday to Tuesday. Like, I already am dying now from Wednesday to Tuesday.
Yeah.
But my God, it is amazing.
Wednesday.
I love my nerds so much.
So we arrived on Wednesday, and Marisa and my sexy ass husband and I flew there together from Boston. And then we met up with Melissa at the airport because her plane got in around the same time, which was not. And she said she lost Wi-Fi. So she might be coming back. Now she's back. Hooray.
The best is your ghost former self is still there.
Yeah, you were like,
you're still hanging out in the bottom. I'm now
being very.
Oh, I don't see her.
No, because you don't have the backstage thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had to remove her. Look, watch. Ready? Watch. I can add her back. She's a clone. Okay.
I have lost Wi-Fi. I have hotspotted, and then hotspot failed me. I'm like, well, I'll just be in and out this whole podcast. It's gonna be great.
It's fine. It's fine because we're not making any sense. Because to Nick's point, I am dying. When we get to Saturday, I cannot wait to explain this context to the universe without using last names. Don't worry. We will specifically just use Rich Dolphus. But I am so excited.
Yes.
Also, yes, it is very feral in here.
Even our internet is feral.
Yeah.
Even the internet and
our faces are feral.
Jesus Christ, yes. Would I even remember things? I don't even know.
Yeah. Geneva's here too.
Oh, yay!
Hi.
Hi, Geneva.
So
that scene feels like a question for her husband, Angela.
Depends on the context.
Yeah. Fair. Oh God, I can't make it go away now. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Yeah. So we got there on Wednesday and the party was already in full swing, which was great.
Well, in swing.
And it was in swing, right? It was.
No, I was agreeing. So it was well in swing. Like it was well.
Fair enough.
Over.
There wasn't any programming though until Thursday. Right? What did we do on Wednesday?
We made swag bags.
That's right. Yeah. We hung out in the bar and made swag bags for an event later in the week. Okay. So that was really fun. We got to see a lot of our really great friends. And then we stayed up way too late. And then we, oh God, not mom. That's so funny.
I can't refuse being hilarious. And we are going to now get to use Richie's whole name. And I'm very excited.
Yes, Richie.
So then Thursday came along. And if you know why that makes me smile. but it was Thursday. And I had programming. You guys we had the Sherilyn Kenyon event, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You guys want to talk about that?
Yes. Thursday. One, I agree with Ben. Programming doesn't start till Thursday. I really hope they don't start back until Wednesday. I need a day to like get in and see people and flit about and not have to be fully professional is a strong word, but fully on my game. And
be on, right?
Yeah. So Thursday, we were invited to Sherilyn Kenyon's book launch and signing event because she's so awesome that when she is launching a book and doing a signing, she's like, you know what I should do is invite other authors to come hang out, which also makes sense because the line wrapped around the room several times. And so we're like the real sound of like, oh, yay, I'm a sacrifice. Like you can come see us while you're waiting to see Sherilyn. Would you like? Which was delightful. And we got invited thanks to the fabulous Heather who works at Bain. And she thought of Melissa. And then Melissa was like, what if these other chicks come too? And Sherilyn's team was so gracious and said yes. So I'm
Marisa and I were happy to ride those coattails.
I will ride those coattails. But I apparently paid it forward, ? Because there's no segue. So I was very excited. So it was a costume party and signing. And I had bought this dress that I couldn't decide I was going to wear or not, which is usually how I do at DragonCon. And so
always pack extra.
Always pack extra for sweating purposes, for never mind purposes, and for
rain
purposes. Rain. Oh my God, rain. Anyway, so thankfully I have very awesome friends. So fabulous Leah who works at Bain, fabulous Melissa who's right here. We're in the room. We were all getting ready for the Sherilyn Kenyon event because Casey had to be on a panel or got to be on a panel. And so we were moving 4-ish people's worth of books from down to the Sherilyn Kenyon event. So Leah was there to help. And I couldn't decide if I was going to wear the dress. The instant response from
did my husband come and help too? He better have. Oh no, he shouldn't help with that. That's true.
Don't worry, he was there.
I was just like, oh my God, you guys didn't take my books by yourself, did you?
No.
The boys were super helpful. Yes.
Okay,
this is just prep.
Okay.
The boys were very helpful.
I'll go back to my lane.
You were in programming at this time. You go away.
Yes.
You abandoned. Anyway, so Melissa and Leah immediately were like, yes, wear this dress. However, friends, don't really go away. Your face.
That was amazing.
You can't live under these conditions with no Casey. So anyway, friends, one goal that I have set for myself in my big old age of 46 is I'm finally going to learn how to do eyeliner. It's a process. And so this particular Thursday night at DragonCon, it was processing. I will turn the story over to Melissa to tell as much or as little of it as she would like.
Okay, so there I was, minding my own business, getting ready. I'm looking super cute. Leah is super awesome and amazing. We are doing the things. Marisa is in the bathroom doing her makeup. And we hear, oh, everything is terrible. It's awful. God.
It was though.
I'm like, please tell me if this is awful or not. She storms out of the bathroom in this busty barmaid dress, breasted boobily into the room.
Apologies to male writers of women everywhere. I did in fact breast boobily.
No apologies.
Lands her hands.
No apologies. I accept no apologies. I'm not that I'm a male writer of women, but there you go. So yes. Geneva.
Yeah. Okay.
I know what you're thinking. I can hear you through the internet. And yes, it was that good. Yes. Yeah. The breasting boobily.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, yes. Yes, Melissa.
Then Marisa, wearing this busty barmaid dress with gorgeous eye makeup on, slams her hands on the bed, leans forward again in this dress, and says, it's awful. And she's pissed, y'all. She is like furious. And I'm just like,
okay, but she didn't make that face. To be clear, Melissa just kind of like rocked back, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's so bad." Because like genuinely, I tried to do it like 17 times. It was awful. There were Q-tips involved. It was like a 13-year-old discovering Avon. Like it was a thing. And so I was like, oh no. And like, just kind of like, and then Melissa said,
Like, I don't even remember what exactly I said anymore, but it was something along the lines of, holy fucking shit, you're so hot.
It wasn't me this time.
Yeah.
Melissa did it.
I wasn't mad anymore after
10
this.
minutes.
It's 15 though. She did it at the time. She's still a good girl.
Yeah. I am also, y'all, I am very secure in my sexuality. I am happily married, but not blind.
It was pretty amazing. I was no longer angry. I was instead flustered.
And it flustered. It was amazing.
It made me laugh. I love this alliteration. So this was the dress. So now all of my friends have bought this dress. I am very pleased with the effect that breasting boobly has had on my friends. And my favorite thing was I was telling Jeremy, and he's like, why have I not seen this dress? I was like, right. I bought it for DragonCon. I didn't know it was going to be quite that dramatic.
That's right.
But yes, that was very fun. That set the mood for the whole Charlene Kenyon event. The huge tracts of land got many conversations started, including after the event. We can go back to the event. But after the event, we were hanging out with some Bane authors, and several people made a point of how on brand it was. Not necessarily for me, but for that event, because Charlene Kenyon writes some steaminess, right?
Some spicy things. Yeah.
And I was like, well, yeah, I was going to the event. I had to be on brand and sell books.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yep. Yeah.
So we had the event. It was amazing. Casey's husband and his best friend absolutely helped cart things around. They were so clutch all weekend doing that.
Oh my God.
Just thank God. They also manned Casey's table for a while, as did Leah.
Which was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
They set everything up. So I come running into the event, like my hair is on fire as I get done with my other panel, which was super fun too. But was also like in a completely different hotel than the event. And so I come running by, and my table is right next to Maurice's table. And I like, as I ran by the table, I like catch a glimpse out of the corner of my eye of Marisa in this like green busty barmaid dress. And I almost tripped over my feet. Like I did like a legit double take, you guys. But then Easy was like, baby. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it was stunning. It was good. The other thing that we should mention that we did on Thursday is we had a wonderful lunch by a fan and friend of ours who took us out to lunch at this really great place called the White Oak that was like right across the street from the Hyatt there in Atlanta. And that was also like super, super fun, and just a wonderful opportunity to talk with him and his daughter, who's also super great. So didn't want to leave them out. I won't say their names because they're not public people, but
also if you're in Atlanta in the Peachtree area, definitely check out White Oak. So it's a little it's not as pricey as Ray's. It's a little pricey. But Melissa and I went back also with Leah and Casey's boys. We went back again because it was so good, and the service was amazing. The owner was so kind, and it is like, it looks bougie and fancy, but it's super chill. It was very casual, and they love DragonCon. So
so then Friday,
Charlene Kenyon, spicy, not erotica spicy, but not that. So
maybe 2-3 chili peppers.
Yeah. I think it's different by storyline
series. Some of them are spicier than others. So
so then
Friday we had programming. What was, Marisa, what do you think was your favorite panel that you did on Friday?
What a great question.
We all have our schedules up, guys.
I know. I was like, let me.
We're all looking at it
change on my screen. I was like, let me go look at my schedule. I only had 2 panels on Friday, and they were both really fun. I really liked my "You've Typed the End, Now What" on the writing track, because it was my very first panel on the writing track. This is my first year on the writing track, and it was so much fun. Every panel I had there was a delight, and the room was pretty full and full of people with just like really great questions. So
cool. Yeah. How about you, Melissa?
So I'm going to break the rules because I'm feral, and I'm going to talk about two real quick.
Do it up.
Yeah, the So You Want to Write was not only my first panel as an attending pro, it was also my first panel on the writer's track, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Y'all, I sat right next to Patricia Briggs,
Yeah.
who is so amazing and kind and wonderful, and one of my like.
Was that Friday?
That was Friday.
When I walked you there? I thought that was Saturday.
That was Friday.
I don't know who things are. Okay, great. Yay, Friday. Carry on.
I promise it was so great getting to talk with like a whole room of like aspiring writers. It was very great.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, like, personal favorite moment was when I managed to crack up every one of our guys in the audience at our Shall We Write a Story collab panel that Lydia Schur moderated. Yeah. Because I'm like, I made all of them laugh. I was so proud of myself.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was a really good moment. That was really fun.
Yeah.
So
I am before you do yours, Richie. Yes, I am. So we're talking about trying not to come in on Tuesday, but I do strongly recommend coming in as early as you can. Obviously,
yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah.
Casey. Okay, Casey.
Friday, my favorite. So I had some phenomenal panels as well. The Shall We Write a Story was really fun, mostly because I got to hang out with, it was like the three of us, and then Lydia, who is also quite funny, and then War is Hell, military horror fiction was something that I was very, that I've found interesting. But my favorite moment wasn't even a panel. So fun fact. All three of us had books that were nominated for Dragon Awards this year. Mm-hmm. So Marisa and I had Blood of Her Father was nominated for the cover art by Sam Kennedy. Melissa's Rise from Ruin was nominated for the cover art by Pierluigi Avandaza. And then the Romanov, 1919, The Romanov Rising, which I co-wrote with Tom Kratman and Justin Watson, was nominated for Best Alternate History. So because of that, I got to do a Dragon Award nominee and past winner, like signing and reception. And you guys, I sat at a table like 2 feet from Charlene Harris of Spooky Stackhouse fame. And she was so nice and so kind and so funny, like bitingly witty funny, just like her fiction. But just very much a gracious, like Southern belle lady, and I genuinely enjoyed meeting her. She was very, very cool. So that was probably my favorite like thing that I did on Friday. Until
because this wasn't a panel.
Nope.
But this is the brainchild of Seska, who is the fantasy track director, has worked with DragonCon for a really long time. And she came up with this fantasy gather. Was it pre-plague? I think it was.
Yeah,
it's been going on a while. It grows every year. They make it better every year. Mm-hmm. She's always improving and building and being freaking amazing. And the gather was amazing.
It was so super great.
Holy crap. So again, this time we had to get 5 authors worth of books, maybe 6, from my and Melissa's room at the West Inn down to the Hyatt. And
once again, I was not helpful.
Yeah. Once again, Casey was, hobnobbing with Charlene Harris and being cool. But once again, we had Leah, we had the boys, we had everybody's luggage, and we just piled everything up. And I will say, like, I love the people at DragonCon all the time, but people at DragonCon were so kind this year, like above and beyond kind. Like people were getting out of the way. People were we didn't get hit by cars. Like it was all great because we're like I'm carrying the hoard of treasure that I built for Plague of Magic. And like pulling a bag. Melissa has 2 luggage bags she's carrying. Like it was a thing.
Yeah.
I almost ran into a pole.
Correct. It was
Easy laughed his head off.
There was a bit of a clown show, I will say. But everybody lived. We made it. Mm-hmm. And then the crowd, the readers in that room.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And we did a scavenger hunt this year. Mm-hmm. And we, like Seska and the Fantasy Gather, have ideas to how to punch it up for the future, which we should probably type somewhere before we forget them. But we did the scavenger hunt with 6 other awesome authors. So people were like running all over the room to do it. And so here we are. The three of us are at one table with all of her books, the treasure, the mage lights, the ducks, everything. People all around. Melissa had to go to panels. Casey had to go to panels. I started to get a migraine. It was amazing. And we were talking to so many people, and people are doing the scavenger hunt, and everyone was so, again, kind and enthusiastic and understanding. I sold out of Plague of Magic like 2 hours in. It was a 4-hour thing. Melissa had to send people back to get more Rise from Ruin just once, but
just the once.
Later in the weekend, also it happened.
Yeah.
People were buying so many. Casey, you came dang close to selling out Mage Light, I think, right?
I sold out of Shadowcard Guardian.
That's right.
Heck
at the gather.
You guys, this is,
and then I had like 3 copies of Mage Light left.
Yeah,
so.
you did. It was so good.
Yeah.
Like point the first of lit RPG fans are some of the best people in the history of time. Like every single one of them I talked to, I was like, I love you. One of them was like, I don't even really read this stuff, but yeah, I'll take one of all of these. And I was like, I'm sorry, what now? He's like,
Right,
yeah, no, all the ones you just told me, all of those. And I was like, sir. Like, but they are so kind. They are ravenous readers. They are so passionate. I was like, man. So that was like evident the point first for me. Like I already knew they were great because I had met cool kids like Richie and Geneva. And I mean, Geneva's beyond a fan. Geneva is an enabler and producer of material.
That's right.
But but like,
I mean, so's Richie. He's got a podcast. So
yes. So I had met several amazing people before, but like this was the first time I got to see some of the fans in action, and I was like, dang, these guys are awesome. Anyway.
Yeah. No, co-sign on every level with regard to lit RPG fans, which makes me so happy that I went off on this wild hair and wrote a random lit RPG book last year. Oh yay, Angela! I hope you love it. It's
we can help with that, Richie. Just let us know.
Yeah, Richie, say the word, man. We'll get you. Geneva, yes, you should. Weird, Richie, so weird. Yeah. Again, cosign.
Yeah.
Again, cosign. But yes, it was really cool. That was one of the coolest things that I noticed this year. And I actually noticed it first last year, but maybe because I was paying better attention this year because I actually had a lit RPG release. Like the amount of people who were like, yes, I love lit RPG, that were big fans. And I was like, what? A, I have a lit RPG book. B, I have a lit RPG adjacent fantasy book. C, if you like dragons, go talk to Melissa. D, if you like cursed treasure, go talk to Marisa. It was this very natural sort of like gateway drug progression to drawing them into our more conventional fantasy. So
and yes, Shadowcard Guardian also an awesome audio. That is a part of why Dungeon Crawler Carl exploded. It's amazing, and then Sound Booth Theater is also amazing. Two amazing.
Jeff Hayes is a virtuoso. Yeah.
So yeah, sure. I feel like lit RPG audio is freaking just baller.
Yeah,
agreed.
It is for sure. It is for sure. But that's not to say that we don't love our conventional fantasy and sci-fi fans either, because they also packed that room. You guys, from the time. I know. From the time that I walked into that ballroom, again with my hair on fire because I was, running from another panel.
Hair on fire summarizes the whole weekend as far as how busy we were.
There was a lot. Yeah, it was. Oh, sorry, I just made a loud noise. My bad. I didn't look up from our table. Like, I know that we were sending people to other authors. So like Casey Moores was participating. Trisha Woldridge was participating. Mel Todd was participating. Jim Nettles was participating. Like, we had authors scattered all over the room that were part of this scavenger hunt. And so we were telling people, okay, go find this person, go take this picture with them, because that was part of it. But I never once looked up to see where any of them were. The only reason I knew where Casey was because I walked by him on the way in the door. You know what I mean? So it was packed. We were very busy, and it was a really good time until Marisa got a migraine. That kind of sucked. Yeah. So.
After many amazing conversations with amazing fellow nerds, I just started to like melt into a chair, and I still like I rallied. I got up to talk books because
She did.
everyone in that room was so freaking amazing, like everyone. But then when it was over, the crash was real. So
Yeah.
I feel really bad because I know like Melissa did not get to go hang out in the Weston bar that night because it was just like it was a shutdown.
Yeah.
So thankfully, thankfully we know other people who suffer from migraines. I usually get one a year, so of course I was going to get at DragonCon. But I was well supplied with support and follow up, and was able to make it to all 5 of my panels on Saturday. So
yes, you do. Yes, you were.
To like hop onto the like how kind everybody was at DragonCon this year.
Yeah.
The meds that we needed to get for Marisa, like I had to go from the Westin to the Hyatt in the middle.
Y'all, it was a quest.
It was 100% a quest in the middle of the parade on Saturday. I had to cross the parade route, and the way we got across, me and my quest companions got across the first time closed to me. Once I had the item, I was like, all right, I'm gonna figure this out. So I'm speed walking like ahead of this massive group of parade like walkers, and I get to the very end, and I'm like, I gotta go. I need to cross this road. The Westin is right there across the street. And all I did was I told the people who were blocking the way, I'm like, hey, I am so sorry. I've got medicine for somebody. I have got to get through. The seas parted and people were like, let her through. She's got medicine, let her through. And I got across, and it was not a big deal because people were awesome.
People were kind. Yeah.
So yeah.
It did seem like there was something in the air this year. Not that they're not always awesome, because they, I mean, we wouldn't keep going back if they weren't, but it really seemed like everybody was really looking out for each other this year.
Yeah. Although I did see a theory that I'm like, this might be partially true. It was not disgustingly hot this year. It was like actively cool sometimes. And I've seen a couple of times the meme that floats around of like, when it's cool or chilly, our instincts are like, curl up, be cozy, be happy together and just warm. And when it's hot, it's like, if you look at me,
get the hell away from me. I don't want you or your body heat anywhere near me.
Yeah, just get the fuck out. So maybe that was part of it this year.
Maybe. Could have been. Anyway, so,
man,
I think a lot of it was just that it's, DragonCon's our escape, regardless of what's going on in the world around you. DragonCon is, it's like you've stepped onto your own little planet that's populated exclusively by nerds like you. Yeah. So,
it's safe. Like it's not like a safe space, but it's like a safe space, right? It's like it's people. It's 85,000 of your best friends. Like
as nerdy and as weird as you want.
That's right. That's right.
I love it so much.
So then Saturday.
Oh my
Saturday
God,
we had a bunch of fun. We had a signing, right? Who all had a signing?
Friday.
We all did the full Feral for Fantasy signing on Friday.
Yeah.
When it was us 3 and Aaron. Yeah. And that was a really good time. We sold a lot of books, got a lot of buzz for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then
we had our second signing, you and me, Casey, with Aaron again.
I was
also
paneling.
Aaron, I think.
Yeah.
And that was also, so just a shout out real quick here for the Missing Volume. If you go to in-person cons at all, and the Missing Volume is there, highly recommend you go say hi to Glennis, because Glennis and Thomas, they're the owners of the Missing Volume. They're an independent mobile bookseller that they go around to cons and sell awesome books. And she's just a really great person, really, really fun to know, takes really good care of us every year for doing the signings and stuff. So they're always, I shouldn't say this because there's never a guarantee, but from the time that they started doing the dealer's hall in the America's Mart, Glennis has been at booth 1300, 1301, and Bane has done signings there. So if you go to DragonCon next year and you want to come get some autographs from some Bane authors, the Missing Volume is the place to be.
And a ton of other authors too. She does a bunch of
No, that's true. It isn't just Bane authors.
No.
Like Ronnie Verity was there, and
Katie Hanna. Katie Hanna. Speaking of awesome,
Katie Hanna signed there.
Yeah.
Hartness.
Yeah. Hartness signs there. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So she's really great. And if you're an indie author, she will sell your books on commission for you at the con. So you know, if you talk to her ahead of time, set that up. So
I had one of my favorite moments on Saturday there because we had our signing. It got towards the end, the last 5 minutes of our signing block. I had one copy left. It was one copy left at the missing volume for Rise from Ruin. And I turned around and I looked at Griffin, who is one of my favorite editors and awesome people. So I'm like, this man has like the deepest, loudest ex-cop voice ever. And I'm like,
he does.
Griffin, please could you like just shout out this is the last copy? And I didn't think he was gonna do it because like 30 seconds passed and there's nothing. And then all of a sudden from behind me, projecting, I swear he probably was heard on the second floor, like last copy, come and get it. And again, I'm paraphrasing, but it was
happened.
Sold out.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So cool.
He told me about that afterwards, and he was like, she thought I wasn't going to do it. But the reason it took me so long is because I was warning people to step away.
Oh,
he was like, I didn't want to blow out eardrums.
I couldn't see that because he was behind me. I'm like, oh, okay, I can stop.
So yeah, so many amazing things happened Saturday. Panels on the writing track, panels on the Apocalypse Rising track. Our very first panel, so I wore my sunglasses all day because while the meds were amazing and healing, I felt like an onion skin the entire, like my head was just like whatever. So lights were very aggressive. So I wore my sunglasses. I already had convoy, so I just kept telling people, convoys, migraine eyes. Like I'm not rolling up hungover, guys. I did not have that much fun. I don't drink at DragonCon anymore. Though I bought multiple rum buckets. They were for other people to thank them. So I'm wearing my sunglasses and we could not get across the parade route to get to our panel because we left late because I was recovering from the migraine. And so finally I was just like, hey, to this like very sweet girl who was sitting in a lawn chair watching the parade. I was like, do you see a gap coming up? And she's like, what? And I was like, a gap in the parade. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm going to need to get past you. And she was just looking at me and I was like, I have a panel that I'm on that I have to go to. And she's like, oh my God. And so she's like telling the people to her side, she's like, move over. These girls have to go. And so we like run across and it's a break in one group. It's the Star Wars group. And so like, we just like chug across, we get there. I get there with like a minute and a half to spare. We've lost Casey to the Star Wars group. Jim Butcher is not yet there. And so I tell everybody, I was like, Casey is on the way. She was right behind me. We were separated by Star Wars. Casey gets there a few minutes later. And then I shit you not, granted, he was in a Helldiver's armor, but for a
full
second,
head to toe Helldivers cosplay.
It was amazing. But I absolutely thought it was a Mandalorian for a second. I know, I'm sorry, nerd card. But I was like, I told you we got separated by Star Wars. Now it all makes sense. Jim Butcher did not understand the reference, but he was very proud, appropriately, of his armor. That was a great panel.
Yeah, that was a really, really good panel. That one was the writer's burnout and how to revive yourself.
Yeah.
And we had some.
That's yes. For all of you aspiring writers out there, and for all of you full-on writers out there, my loves, a thing that Jim Butcher said that will stick with me for the rest of my life is sometimes you regard the words on the page in front of you with all the affection you would bestow upon a newly hatched tapeworm. It's not your words, it's you. Go take a walk. I have already passed this on to not one, not two, but three fellow writers. Okay, one was me, so two. I just like to say three. And it's good advice. Your writing is probably not a newly hatched tapeworm. It's okay. Just take a walk.
But what's funny is after he said that, I realized I was like, I know exactly when I'm entering tapeworm zone. It's somewhere between 60 and 80,000 words. That's where the tapeworms hatch.
Mine can strike at any time. Turns out. Well, wow. Here's my hot garbage short story. Marisa, please read it for me. She's hot garbage. And then she did the same thing to me. She's like, this is trash. I'm like, I'm a fucking raccoon then.
Give it to me.
We all go there.
Everything was fun on Saturday, but I have a feeling that all three of us have the same favorite panel from Saturday. Yeah. And as Richie has already warned you, oh no, Saturday. This is why Richie is the final boss. Who would like to go first with regard to this panel?
I think Casey could start.
I'll go first. Okay, so there is a phenomenon known as DragonCon After Dark, and it starts at 10 p.m. And at this time, it is an understood thing that the kids are back in the hotel rooms, and the adults are allowed to let their freak flags fly. Panels after that tend to be of a little bit more adult themed nature, usually limiting attendance to 18 and older only. And in fact, this one was one of those. So the apocalypse. Well played, sir. Well played. The Apocalypse Rising track sponsored this panel called Go Down, Level Up. And I took that to heart. It was subtitled A Completely Inappropriate After Dark Lit RPG Apocalypse. And they had like 20 authors up on the stage who were all, maybe it was 13, but I'm going to say 20 because it sounds better. And
10%
we were all crammed in there, like, sitting like this. I've got, James Hunter on one side of me and who was on the other side of me? I can't even remember. There were so many of us. Anyway, but yeah, it's like, I'm touching people, and here we go. And so what the concept of the panel was that the narrator had these like challenges, and
yes, please, Richie. Yes.
That'd be awesome, Richie. He had these challenges, and he would read out the challenges, and then those of us on the panel at the author table, we would like respond and whatever. And then Matt Dinneman, who was there. So the ballroom was
the co-host of
packed. Yeah, he was the co-host. He was actually the judge, right? So he's sitting at the end, like smirking down at us in his Matt Dinneman way, so, which was delightful, truly delightful. As he's judging us for all same.
Yeah.
Hundo P same. So there I was, and I get this question. Would you prefer to be the dungeon master?
Oh, we're just, okay. Yep.
Oh, did you not want me to tell this?
No, do it. Tell the story. Yeah.
Okay. Would you prefer? Yes. Thank you. I was between James Hunter and SL Rowland.
Oh, nice.
So the question is, do you prefer to be the dungeon master or the dungeon mastered? And all I can think of, so I'm like, how am I going to answer this? And all I can think of is to say, well, I have been known to enjoy a hand necklace from time to time. And the narrator looks up at me and goes, what's a hand necklace?
So innocent, so confused.
So innocent. His halo, y'all, was shining as he said this. He's like,
I'm sure it wasn't a leading question at all.
I have no idea what that is.
Correct. Yeah.
So I was like, I'll show you. So I get up and I walk around the front and I make eye contact with my beloved husband, the hero of my story, who is looking at me like, don't you fucking, oh my God. Okay.
She summoned him from the crowd.
I say to him, baby, I need you. And he's just looking at me like, ugh. So he gets up in front of a full ballroom.
Double
people standing in the back.
Yep.
And proceeds to give me a hand necklace and then kiss the living daylights out of me to thunderous applause.
Yeah. She won that challenge, in case you were wondering.
I did.
Definitely did.
Although I kind of feel like I can't take full credit for it because, he kind of did all the work.
So one of my favorite things about this panel was before it even started. So the line is like wrapped through hallways. Yeah. And every one of us on the panel is like, oh, they're all here to see us. Oh, they're all here to see us. We all knew damn well before we even saw the donuts and the heart boxers.
Heart boxers.
Everyone's there for Dinneman. We knew it. Everyone knew it. But it was,
of course,
very fun, and it set us completely off at the right tone. And bless him, the people in that room cheered their hearts out for everybody, including people that they had no idea who they were, because Melissa and I were full on sleeper agents. Like we have no lit RPG. I fully snuck into this panel. Like the track director of Apocalypse Rising, who is freaking badass, he sent an email. He was like, hey, I want lit RPG authors for this. And I emailed him back and I was like, I'm sure you're going to have plenty. They're all amazing. But if you have room for a sleeper sci-fi fantasy author. I like lit RPG and I love shenanigans. And he was like, I will fight to have you on this panel. And I was like, yes. So
amazing. I'm like, I volunteered this tribute.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So we were sleeper agents. And my second favorite, no, I don't even know. Everything is my favorite but this panel. I was losing. I did not win. So if you won your challenge, you got a little gold coin. So to start, Matt was one of the judges, and then there was a row of audience members who were the AI, who were the audience judge, the AI judge. And I fully bribed them at the beginning. I was like, if you vote for me, I will give you this alcohol. I will give you as much alcohol as I can find. Because again, migraine, wasn't really drinking. So, and I remembered this promise, friends. So I won nothing. And then there was a challenge that was like, all right, only people with coins. And I was like, come on, man, because I know I'm good at this shit. Like, come on. And the narrator turns around. He's like, or if you don't have coins, I don't give a shit. And I was like, excellent. So I participated and I won that one. And Matt was like, Matt was like, she did cheat, but she also did earn this. And I was like, if you're not cheating, you're not fucking playing. Like
That's right.
I have read lit RPG. Hello. Like, I have read it. I know the rules. I cheat. I earn a win.
Cheat codes are a thing.
Cheat codes are a thing, and I rode that motherfucking cheat code to the semifinals.
Came in
where I came in just barely second. Not really. Ari Carr is freaking badass, and she's hilarious. That win. But yeah, it was so fun. These challenges, you guys, like I came up with a cat girl OnlyFans channel. Very proud of it.
That was
I narrated.
That was
go
one
ahead,
of my
Melissa.
favorite questions because of what Casey narrated. So Casey needs to tell what she narrated, and then I will tell you guys what happened while she was narrating this. Please proceed.
Do you want me to repeat the narration?
Maybe not.
Okay, I was going to say, I don't think so.
I'm not giving the cat girl. This is not After Dark, you guys.
No. Okay, so all I did, we had to do like, what would you do for your OnlyFans trailer, right? And so all I did was I narrated what it felt like to eat a popsicle in a voice like this.
Without saying it was a popsicle until the end.
Yes.
Well, to be clear.
Sure. Yeah.
It was so
all I did.
So well done. But
thank you.
This whole time, like, because I'm sitting next to Brisa, and we have James Hunter in between us. So to speak.
That's right. It was me, James, and then Melissa and then Marisa.
Again, these ships are so close together. But while Casey is being amazing, James is just slowly inching away from her.
He's like leaning away from me, like, oh shit.
He almost fell in my lap. It was amazing. I'm like, you all right there, man?
Pretty great.
Yeah.
So we get to the final round, and only the 3 people who had won the previous challenge were in. So it's me, Rose, Ari Carr. Somebody please put in the chat Rose's amazing lit RPG name, because I know it's initials, but I can't remember what it is.
TJ, but I can't remember what the last name she uses for her pen name is.
If you can, that'd be amazing. Yeah. Oh my
God. No, James was not innocent with his golden corral.
This is where I think I might have started to win the audience back a little bit, because I said something about like, okay, I don't care about your booze anymore. I've seen what you cheer for. Yes, Richie Rose TJ Reynolds. Thank you, Janine.
Thank you.
What her pen name was. Yeah.
TJ Reynolds, me, Ari Carr are in the finals. And then because it's the finals, you can group up. So of course, my girls group up with me. And in this, we had to design our smutty lit RPG. And we had certain things we had to do to accomplish it, to make it, hang together as a story. And we pretty quickly knew exactly what we needed to do. But there is this tradition in lit RPG that I have just borrowed. I am not vain in this situation. I was not raised in it, molded by it, formed by it. I've just borrowed it. But that you mess with Richie. There's a thing with like feet and Matt Denham. It's a whole thing. There's lore. You should probably go check out Richie's podcast and learn more about it. Richie, if you want to put the name of that in the chat so people can go find you and learn about your toes. So anyway, we create this amazing thing. And Richie is our final boss. And I'm not going to give you lots of details about it. It was filthy, it was nasty, and not at all.
And it was
jokingly,
hilarious.
It was amazing.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Ari Carr and I have been jokingly talking back and forth about, should we go ahead and put this together as a box set? Box with the pun intended.
Yeah.
So I think we should, because I think that would be hilarious. And I freaking love Richie shaming. I mean, I freaking love Lit RPG and the whole like group of them, the audience of it all.
The community.
The Chat and Stats is Richie's podcast. And you should totally check it out because he's a freaking delight. Toes, agnostic on toes. But it was amazing. And I think we had a good chance at winning, but like the other thing was Breast Academy, and that was amazing too.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
You guys, it was so fun. And I just love that, like, I cheated. I got all the way to the finals. Solid runner-up. Oh, and this is the payoff. The AI totally voted for me. So it was like Matt voted for Rachel, the AI voted for me, and then it was like audience cheering, and it was a whole thing. But I paid my debt. I provided them with several alcohols, and they thought I forgot.
I volunteered mine as tribute.
Yep. I was like, I just took other people. So I was like, here you go, guys.
There you go.
This is fully legal. Fine. No follow-up questions. But man, that panel. I laughed so hard. Like,
yeah, me too.
I couldn't even go to bed. It was 2 hours. We weren't done until midnight.
Oh my god!
And you guys, I'm old. I go to bed. Not this night.
I have a funny postscript that I don't think you girls know either. So on like a couple days, it was like a day or two after I got back from DragonCon, I get a call from my adult daughter who is currently at you guys.
This is why you get shamed, Richie.
Yes. I get a call from my adult daughter who is in Colorado at pilot training, and she goes, "Why does my TikTok feed have a picture of my parents making out on it?" Because somebody had taken a picture of that moment at DragonCon and posted it.
My god, that's amazing.
And all I could think to say was, well, you're welcome.
That's DragonCon after dark, baby.
That's right. So, in case you guys have forgotten, in the last week or so, I really, really, really like fucking my husband.
And she's going to make it everybody's problem.
Everybody's problem.
That's right. It was amazing.
Including TikToks.
Oh my god. That is amazing. That is perfect. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what happens at DragonCon 100% will show up at TikTok. So
what happens at DragonCon goes on the internet 100%.
There were also several authors on that panel who were like, well, let's see how I can get canceled today. If it's a topic.
Oh yeah. Full court press. Oh
my god, Melissa, anything you want to add about that panel?
There were so many, like, seriously, y'all, the power of friendship was real for me because I was so tired that day. And like my brain was like white noise for half of that. I just kept leaning towards Marisa, like, because I couldn't understand half of the questions because I just couldn't hear well.
Where the speakers was weird, yeah.
And the Weston elevators were killing my ears. So I'm like, Marisa, what did they say? It was so much fun though. Like, Marisa was not wrong though. It took us hours to wind down after that.
Oh yeah.
That was the latest I stayed up at DragonCon.
Was that
so much fun.
We went to the Weston Bar after. That's the night I got stabbed.
Oh my god. Is it the night I got stabbed? I thought that was Sunday. I don't know how days work at DragonCon.
I don't know. I sat down at the Weston Bar like towards the end of either Saturday or Sunday night. And I'm like, I'm bleeding. I've been stabbed. Like somebody dropped sword, hit me in the back of the leg.
Oh.
And she really was bleeding. I had to go clean her in the bathroom. It was very gropey.
There was a lot of groping. There was a band-aid involved. This is after the busty dress incident.
That's right.
Like, I don't know if I'm okay with you guys sharing a room anymore.
I have several.
We do call it the sexy sleepover room.
True. I also have several quotes from him that indicate that is a lie, and he is very comfortable with it. I'm just saying. So okay, to Richie's point, so I did I was talking to another author friend at the Weston Bar afterwards who had been in the audience. And he's like, I just need you to know, and I think I told you guys this, but I will tell the internet also. He's like, I need you to know that everyone around us was like taking pictures of everybody's note cards, Googling everybody, like screenshotting their sales pages. Like, I'm pretty sure people picked up new readers from the room, which is freaking awesome.
Which is awesome. Yeah.
And then he's like, there was this drunk girl in front of me who every time you said something, she was like, oh my God, I love the purple hair girl so much. Oh my God, I love her. Oh my God, the pink haired girl is so funny. Oh my God, that blue haired girl is amazing. Oh my God, that redhead. Oh my God, the blonde. Like, she was just in love with all of us on the panel. And it was amazing because we're a rainbow of hair colors.
We were. We were.
Like,
yeah.
Katie
Ari
Minter
Carr had like red,
red,
like crayon red hair.
Yeah. Rose is blonde. KT Hanna has the really gorgeous dark hair. Obviously, the three of us are My Little Ponies. And this is also why one of the
and there were dudes there too.
There were dudes. They didn't have sun colored hair. They were not in this conversation.
Right.
It was also why one of the pickup lines was something like, you know, when I walk in with all my girlfriends from this panel, it's like, you ever taste the rainbow? Because that's what we were doing up there. But yeah, so there's an adorable drunk girl in the panel or in the audience who was just like, oh my God, I love that girl so much. Oh my God, I love that girl so much. Oh my God, I love, and you know what? We love you too, girl, wherever you are.
We do. Drunk girl. We hope you had a great time.
We're good. 100%.
They did.
You guys were
Very good
amazing.
Yes.
Very good job of this.
It was amazing. And yes, Richie, yep.
A little bit.
Tony's here. Hi,
Tony, we just finished talking about the Lit RPG extravaganza, the After Dark one, which Tony and his wife were at as well. Yes. So they also can attest to our shenaniganery. That was honestly, you guys, we might have to do a volume 2 because it has almost been an hour, and we are only at Saturday of DragonCon.
Monday and Monday still to go.
I know. But quick side note, one of the highlights overall of the con for me, honestly, was that Tony and his lovely wife traveled all the way from fucking Melbourne, Australia to come to DragonCon and hang out with us. And they so cool. They showed up for all of the things. They came to all of our signings. They came to so many of our panels. They brought us little plushies. I know mine's out of reach over there, but yeah, I mean, wonderful people. Thank you so much, you guys. And yeah, so we love fans like you. Oh, very cool. I'm jealous, Angela. I want to go to Melbourne.
Yeah, I've been to neither Australia nor New Zealand. Those are on my list.
Yeah, definitely on my list.
So, do we want to try and talk super quick about Saturday or Sunday and Monday?
Yeah, Sunday and Monday. Let's go.
Okay, do it. Pern panel on Sunday.
On a Pern panel with Jody Lynn Nye.
Yeah.
My heart. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. That might actually have been my favorite panel. Just to get to geek out with all 4 of us who are obsessed with Pern. I'm like, I legitimately was sad and surprised when the hour was up. I'm like, wait, I want to keep talking about this.
Yeah,
it was really good. It was a really good time.
It was one too. A girl came and found us at our signing later that day, or maybe Monday. I don't know how days work. We've established this.
It was Sunday.
Monday.
Maybe, I don't know.
No,
it was Monday.
No, I think it was Monday because that's when we were selling out.
Yeah.
Anyway, she came and she was like, being in that room reminded me what it felt like to love things that much. Because like she too had been a young girl obsessed with Pern, right? And so, and it was just so wonderful. We've been messaging since the con too. And she's just so delightful. Like, one of the things I love so much about this like nerd hobby of ours, hobbies plural, is just these connections you make with people.
Yeah.
Like
100%. Yeah.
When you love these things so much. Anyway, so it was really lovely.
It was great.
Getting to connect with people who love and geek out about the same things that we do.
Yeah.
Crap, that makes the whole con.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's very cool. On also on Sunday, we skipped something on Saturday because we were so excited to talk about the After Dark panel, but the Bane Roadshow was on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
And that was super great. We did a cover reveal for Melissa's Bronze Legion, right?
Yeah.
Or had it already been revealed?
It had already been revealed. But
Yeah,
this is
but
the big
yeah.
it was the first roadshow where we got to talk about it. So that was
So that was really cool. And what was super funny was that like it was a really lively roadshow. People were really cheering, and apparently the panel room next door started cheering in response to our cheering because they wanted them to think that they were having as much fun as us, but I don't think they were.
And they kept timing it accidentally perfectly. Yeah, I was done doing my stuff because it was Saturday, right? So I was like,
Yeah.
whew. And it was earlier on Saturday, so I was sunglasses and struggling. So when I was done talking about stuff, I like hauled out to go to the bathroom, and one of the tech guys was like, "Here's the secret: the room next door is cheering because they're mad at how much fun you guys are having." And I was like, "Well, tell them it's not working because they're timing it perfectly. Like they're cheering for stuff we're saying, and we love it."
the other time that accidentally happened over like the whole convention was amazing.
Yeah.
Everybody was having a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we also did a cover reveal of my next book in the Mage Light series.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Which is it is up on my socials? I don't know, but we'll
It was in your newsletter.
It was in my newsletter. And it will be up on my socials this week. I'm just not sure which day yet. So but yeah, I love it so much. It's so beautiful. And then the other thing that happened on Sunday, Blood on the Sand. Yep. The other thing that happened on Sunday was we had the Dragon Awards, which was a beautiful event. Very privileged to be at. Matt Dinneman won for sci-fi, which was awesome. None of the rest of us won, but that's okay. Yep. We were all really, really grateful to have our works nominated. So, and
our cover really artists who are amazing and kind individuals is super talented. Pierluigi Abbondanza and Sam Kennedy and Kurt Miller. Like we had every category was stacked. It was great.
Yeah. I mean, Michael Whalen won. Who can argue?
Right.
Like he's amazing.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Sunday night, I think you two ladies had a panel, or maybe you were still feeling bad, Marisa, but I went to the Lit RPG raid, which is one of the reasons why Geneva's an enabler, is because she helps put that event on. And that event was like the Gather, but it was Lit RPG focused, and it was so much fun. Again, just a really great group of fans running around getting stamps for their they had instead of a scavenger hunt, they had like a bingo card. Yeah, it was really cool.
We went to dinner at the White Oak. That's what we were doing while you were doing.
That's what you guys were doing.
I was in panels like straight up until that point, and I was like, I have not eaten. Nope, I can't go anywhere fun. Yeah. Because Sunday is when I got to talk about 2 TV shows that I really love. It was like more fan panel situation, which was really fun. I got to talk about,
which is really great.
Yeah, Winona Earp, Vengeance, which I love that shit show. I mean, they call it their shit show. It's not me being degenerate. Whatever. I love it. Yes, and then Wheel of Time season 3, which was like the pinnacle of Wheel of Time TV. So we got to geek out about those, which was super, super fun. I think we did other things. Oh, we talked about porn already. So
yeah.
Casey and I were on a post-apocalyptic panel with speaker Rob Hampson.
Yeah,
that was
very fun. Speaker is a really good moderator. Rob Hampson. I always enjoy sitting on his panels. Because he always does a really good job of getting the crowd engaged and keeping things moving.
I take notes when speaker moderates because I'm like, I need to learn how to do what he does.
Yeah,
he's amazing.
Yeah, he's super.
Because you were on another one of the POV, right?
Yeah,
yep.
Because I was on one the day before. Those were really fun. It was a fun idea that he had.
Yeah, it was for sure. And then Monday we had.
I was free.
We had our signing.
I had my last panel.
I had my last panel too.
Yep.
And then, so what was your last panel?
Laughter, humor in spec-fic, which was
that's cool.
Super fun.
Yeah.
And thankfully, our signing was pretty close after that because a couple people from that panel came to pick up books after being in that panel, which was really fun.
Yeah, you did a really good job. Griffin and I were sitting in the back, like just every time Marisa talked, we're like. And the other panelists were great too, to be clear.
It was a great panel.
You're allowed to have favorites.
I am. And Marisa, and if it's like you two on a panel, like there's my favorites.
Yeah, there we go.
Same girl, same. And what did I do? Oh, I did the Scouring of the Shire, which I told the room, I was like, listen, the entire reason that I am on this panel is because I am a military veteran who has deployed and come home and not recognize the world when you get back to it. And so yeah, that was my one point that I made, and I made it. And it was all good. So but then immediately after that, I had to run back to the America's Mart for our signing, and where I sold out of Mage Light for the missing volume and Romanov Rising, and Aaron Haskins, who was sitting next to me, he sold out of his 2 books that the missing volume was carrying. So that was really cool. So yeah, it was a really good time. People were
sold out like 3 separate times.
What's that?
I said Melissa sold out like 3 separate times.
Yeah, I know. She kept having to go get more.
Another shout out to Mel for like, no kidding, like, I will go back to the Westin and get your books because I could consign them to Glennis so she could sell them. And I didn't think we would. Anyways, Mel was awesome. She went back to the Westin and got more books.
Yeah,
she was so great.
Yeah, so it was fantastic.
And Marisa sold incredibly well, not just across one title, but both.
Yeah, Beyond Enemies and Plague of Magic.
Hashtag Indie Hotness. I need it. I need a sequel. Just saying.
One thing that worked very well is we had some swag bags left over, and so we were jangling them at people like catnip. Because speaking as a nerd who got many gifts, like I would like to talk about some overall highlights at the very end, real quick.
Yeah.
But we like. One of my
feral, we can go longer than an hour if we want to.
One of my swags was these little frogs with butts that Melissa and I got.
So cute.
They're so cute. Why do they have little butts? I don't know. I love them. So like nerds love swag, and we had some extra swag, so we were like jingling it at people to pull them in. Then I was like, all right, I've got this swag bag. You can take it free and clear. It's like Price is Right, right? You can take it free and clear, or it's got nine authors worth of stuff in it, or you can hear more about these books. And just every person was like, all right, tell me about your books. And then just almost every one of those was like, yep, I'll take them. It was
amazing. Like that was definitely a lesson learned. Like swag bags.
Swag bags for signings. Yep.
We love swag.
Yeah.
And then we got to actually wander the dealer hall after that for the first time all weekend, end of day Monday. Which was great because Melissa and I
so much trouble.
Talked up on some things. We also helped another awesome author. Oh shoot, GS. What's her last name?
Ooh. Oh, she sells right next to Katie Cross. Jensen.
GS. She's amazing. She was right next to Katie Cross, who also was amazing. She had 1 book left. And I was like, this amazing author only has 1 book left for all of DragonCon. And this guy was like, well, I can't miss out. I'd have FOMO. And he seriously circled right around us and bought it immediately. And I was like,
amazing.
Now we're
amazing.
I make friends in the dealer hall.
I just stood there.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It was so great. Yes, we love Mel. And we love Tony, and Nick is fine. And Angela.
Nick is fine.
So speaking of Nick, actually, here's a thing that happened at DragonCon that was one of my favorite things that's ever happened. I wrote this book, A Plague of Magic. You might have heard us talk about it. And in that book is one very tiny, very angry dragon. And so throughout the entirety of the weekend, tiny little dragons appeared on my water bottle, in my bed, in my back, behind my back on my chair where I was sitting, delivered with food, floating in water from the bar. The number of people these yahoos pulled into this. So
you got serenaded. We forgot.
I was serenaded at the Bain Roadshow to get, that one is too far. I can't reach it, but it's right on the other side of my monitor. I ended up with like 36 to 38 tiny dragons of various styles. Some came with their own little hordes. One is a pin. I got this just freaking gold egg of pyrite from Melissa. Like, it was the most amazing thing that ever happened. And the next time I go to a con and tiny angry dragons are not falling from the sky to come to me, I'm going to be sad. That's all. It was amazing. And Nick is slightly better than okay, because I believe some of this idea originated with him. And also, thank you, Tony.
Yeah, he's okay, I suppose.
No, Tony is great. Nick is
Tony's great.
Tony, you are freaking amazing. Nick is okay.
I'm so glad.
Nick's awesome.
And full credit, Travis Cox is actually the one who first came up with the whole pranking idea, and then Nick, in typical fashion, made it so much better.
Or worse, depending on your on your perspective.
Unsarcastically meant it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So that was a huge highlight. Ooh, sorry, I did not mute.
I think my highlight, honestly, other than making out with my husband in front of a packed ballroom of people, which, you know, kind of a bucket list item, sure. But
into that.
I think otherwise, I had such a great time hanging out with you guys this year, with you two. I always have fun hanging out with you two, but I felt like we got to do more stuff together this year. We didn't have, like, for the last couple of years, Marisa and I have had these like opposite schedules where, you know, we just never get a chance to hang out. And that was not the case this year. We were on a bunch of panels together. We had some solid hangout time, even with her being sick, which sucked. And I felt, you know, I was very sad that she was not feeling good that night. But yeah, we did. We had a really great time hanging out in the Westin Bar, hanging out in the Bain Suite. That was probably, other than making out with Easy, that was probably my highlight.
Also, before you go, Melissa, so one, the Decadane, which, yes, Travis came up with. We adore him. And then to Nick's question, it is obviously this guy who I got at the last signing. First of all, look at his zen little face, zen little dragon face. And then please peep the Talon position. Yeah, I love him. He is right here. He will be right here next to my computer for the rest of time. So that is the answer to your question, Nick. All right, Melissa.
Honestly, DragonCon was just so insanely awesome that I don't know that I could pick just one. And I'm gonna straight up copy Casey's homework here and go, really, it was just getting to spend time with both of you and getting to like be on panels together. And when we didn't have panels, we got to support each other. Casey Moores didn't have anything on Saturday and Sunday, so he was amazing, and we were caffeinated, which was really nice. And then I got to do that for him on Monday. So, I mean, just the getting to spend time.
I feel like I had lunch with Casey more times this year than I have in many years.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
I know I keep saying that word, but really, like, it was so great. All of it. Great. I don't have any like bad things. There was the only thing that I could say was bad was just. It's so busy. Like there were a few times where I was literally just shaking because I did not have enough like food in my system. So, but that's just
throwing kind fires at her.
Yeah, like, that's just DragonCon. It's just busy, and I was very happy to be that busy on my. Yeah. That was my first year as an attending pro, and I had a packed schedule.
It was. Yeah, you did. Yeah, it was so great. And this was my first year on 2 new tracks. So for those who don't go to DragonCon, so Angela, I know you said you aren't familiar enough with DragonCon to know what to ask. So there's all the cosplay, 24 hours a day, from apparently now Tuesday on to Tuesday. Then there are these big main event things where the celebrities are, and where you can go, like you can do the celebrity walk, you can get signings, you can autographs, etc. There's the dealer hall. Then there are all these amazing tracks that are more focused. So there's like a Muppet track. There is there's a science track. There's a everything track. So many tracks. They're amazing. Somewhere on Reddit, you can actually find a history of the tracks. So like from when they were instituted to like how long certain ones went, how they broke into different ones and everything, which is very cool. And so you've heard us mention the sci-fi track, the fantasy track. There is an alternate history track. There is a high fantasy track. This year was my first year on the urban fantasy track and the writers track, which was amazing. I had so much fun. The Apocalypse Rising track, who hosted that lit RPG amazingness on Saturday. Oh my God, it was amazing. Yeah, these tracks and the track directors and the volunteers work so hard and are so amazing because they manage to outdo themselves every year. So like every time, and some of these volunteers have been doing this for years and years and years, and just getting to see some of these amazing volunteers just kicking ass and having to wrangle very long lines, especially if Matt Dinneman was going to be on your panel.
Yep.
There's a corridor that has like sci-fi, fantasy, writer's track all in one hall. And these volunteers are out there doing the Lord's work, man. Like they are keeping those lines. So there's like 3, because like Patricia Briggs is on this panel, Jim Butcher's on this one, Matt Dinneman's on this one. And these lines are wild. Like I think they took up floors. And these volunteers are kicking ass because they and the track directors are planning these amazing panels with these amazing people. It's so much fun. Like you can't be bored at DragonCon. If you are, you are actively doing it. The only way to do it wrong is if you're bored. Like, so much good stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was a really good year. It was a really good year, and I'm grateful to have had the opportunity. You know. And I hope to come back next year.
Oh my gosh, yes. There's so the shawarma place is so good. That's Aviva. The chef loves DragonCon, and he now has his own cosplayer group, and they take pictures together every year, which is one of the cutest things I've ever seen. And then also, right?
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. Yeah.
They have those pictures in their windows of like cosplayers, like eating. So great. Oh my god, I love them. I love it.
Ooh, Geneva with the spicy questions.
No, that's a really good question.
Oh, I'm gonna try. That's always schedule depending, but I talked with somebody who I'm not going to say his name, but I talked with him before I left. So I told him strong maybe because it's drivable. So if worse comes to worse, I'll just bring the small monsters with me. They're not so small anymore.
Oh, did they? Okay, good to know.
They're
like I think that I would very much like to go. Again, it's dependent on quite a lot of things, but I'll probably throw my hat in the ring just in case. So
I would love to go back. I had so much fun this year, but my second to last baby brother is getting married that exact weekend. So I like him, so I'm going to go to that and miss out on DragonCon and all my family there, but be with my family and celebrate. Also, my soon-to-be new niece apparently will not allow my brother to marry her mother unless I'm there. So.
Okay.
Jokes. I think jokes. But she is an aspiring author as well. She's 13. She's so adorable. And we are here to encourage new authors.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Baby Brothers for the win. He's pretty great. I'm really excited for him. He's so happy. So sadly, no, but hopefully 2027, I'll be back at Jordan.
Yeah. Maybe we could all go in 27.
Yes.
The full feral ladies compliment. So
it was so much fun.
And I'm not even going to say if you guys still like me then, because y'all don't have a fucking choice. You're stuck.
Yeah, that's not even.
That's the way it
goes. A sensible thing to say. Yeah.
So, oh my gosh.
So DragonCon, guys, come join us. Go to JordanCon if you can. It's so much fun. Go to your local cons. Cons are amazing. We love them. And the people who put them on work their butts off. I hear there's this new con called Lit RPG Con. That's also really amazing. Like the hotel caught on fire and they still had an amazing time.
It was so much fun. It was so much
fun. Check that one out.
I'm trying Geneva. I want to bring these two this next year. So, oh yes,
Geneva.
That would be amazing. That would be so much fun.
God damn it.
That would be so much
enabler.
Fun.
The enabler stress.
She is.
I called that shit right away.
You called it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm like about to sneeze. This is so great.
That was amazing. Yes, this is my favorite way of declaring friendships. Now you're stuck. Here we are.
Yeah, you're stuck. We're friends. Welcome. We're friends now.
Yes, LibertyCon. Tony, I believe Tony and hopefully his lovely wife are making the trek back to the States in June for LibertyCon.
LibertyCon is also
there.
A favorite. Yeah.
So much freaking fun. Speaking of being run by people who are so passionate and smart and amazing and wonderful.
Yeah.
Like, God. Support your local cons, guys. People are amazing. Yeah. And you're not local cons if you can.
Find nerd families.
That's right.
Yeah. That's right. Hold on.
Earning your title.
Always, forever.
Love it.
I mean, we are always going to be excited to see you, Tony, but your wife is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
So, and LibertyCon is Chattanooga,
Tennessee.
Yep.
So, all right.
I guess
we have been
talking
for
fun.
an hour and 20 minutes.
Are we surprised it was DragonCon? It's 7
I'm
fucking
amazed.
days of amazingness.
I
I'm
know.
amazed that we managed to be this succinct about it and mostly coherent.
We're
Mostly
totally
coherent.
coherent.
So, yeah.
It helps that
All
we have
right.
our schedules in front of us, I think.
Yeah.
Hug
Yeah,
your
that
tiny
helped a lot.
dragons. Hug your tiny dragons. High five your con families, or whatever. Live your life. Or your griffins, or your loves.
Or your griffins.
Yes. Look at you did, baby.
or your sexy
Griffin.
head.
I don't think I've seen this one, have I?
I don't think so. This is now my tiny angry dragon for Plague of Magic.
I love. Also, my sweet little stuffy got stuck on my cough drop wrapper. Now he's also cured? Question mark. Oh. Well, everyone needs a bath, so that's a good time to sign off. Any final thoughts?
No. DragonCon 25 was amazing.
Woo!
Big level up.
Yep.
Can't wait for next year.
Can't
Heck
wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. You are amazing. You made the chat made this
Great.
even more fun. And we love you and hope to see you in the future. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Yes.
Good night. Good day.
Guys.
I said, wait, I said,
Good
it again.
day.
I said